All right, let's see. Did that fix the mic? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, y'all? Is this thing turned on? All right, sorry about that. I'm streaming through that shadow server since my GPU crashed. So I had some settings wonked. A new mic. But anyway, we should be good to go now. Sorry about that. Anyway, so let me start at the top, I guess. What's up, everybody? I'm at the new house now. I got a lot of work to do. Got the moving truck mostly unpacked. Gonna get it returned later on today. So, yeah, anyway, wanted to play around. All that will come once I get things set up there, my Mooney. I'm not even streaming from my computer right now. I'm waiting until a new machine gets here. It's going to be like, well, they said between Tuesday and Friday. Yeah, this is the new update. Updated a few days ago. Anyway, I want to play around. I'm going to do some public games later, but first I want to just do some Betsy matches and see what works or what is going to work. And I figured start right off just by testing the old Reflect setup. So what I plan on doing, actually let me check the DU. Let's see, because I want to add a squirty in. I want to try to keep it under 200 DU per lane for Betsy. I want to get that pet. Let's see, so if we did something like that, and then what? I want a squirty in up front, and then a flame aura to ignite the squirty. So basically, it's the old setup adding in ignite. That's 200 DU, so that should work out pretty perfect. It won't work on every map. No, they completely changed what's in the boxes. You get the carnival stuff now, but the carnival stuff has also been reworked. Like this rainbow fro. I'm going to equip one when I get in the map, giving the player the ability to spawn cats. I don't know how much damage the cats do, of course, but we'll check it out. It only lasts, actually this one lasts 30 minutes. So I'll try this rainbow fro out when I get into the map. I don't have much stuff. I've been getting a lot of pet food. And of course the pet food, I usually just auto trash it because I've got so much of it. But yeah, let me clear up some inventory spaces, make sure I'm all good. I bought that boosted beam shard with defender medals. Anxious to try that out. 39% base buff. I'm wondering what it goes up to gilded. But yeah, anyway, gonna try this modification of the old Reflect setup. So we're gonna add the squirty in. Obviously, Reflect Beam's got the big nerf bat. People are still using them, but obviously they're just not what they were. But let's see if it works for Betsy. I'm gonna try it solo before I try opening it up to a public group. I don't know, CZ. From what I've seen, it's just the carnival related stuff, but I don't know. I don't know if there's like a chance of getting something better or whatever. It looks like the costumes and everything are all out though. I'm assuming that, that was intended to, remember, only be like a 2-week event. I've said it like 8 times since I started here. I got to get things set up first. I just moved across the state. 99% of the stuff in my home is sitting in boxes stacked up throughout the house. So I'm just not in a position to do that yet. You guys got to give me time to get set up. I just can't snap my fingers and bink, shit's all moved and squared away, you know. Got to get set up first. I'll have it all going. You just got to give me time. I haven't used a face cam for the last 6 years. You guys can wait another week, for God's sakes. They said that the update's going to hit consoles next week, but they didn't give a firm confirmation of that. It needs to get there next week. Oh, you got a green chest, a defender pack, a green defender pack yesterday from Peepers? Well, there you go. That answers your question. Because I haven't gotten crap. I got that one thing just now that you guys saw, but I've gotten all pet stuff. I mean, I got a mix. I got one of those carnival buff packs too, but I've gotten a lot of just pet food. I'm going to use this bad boy though. Nah, the Drakenfrost map is still there, but the boss fight isn't there. So you still have to do the map, but the boss isn't there, so your stuff doesn't get freezed. It makes it just a regular, normal old map. That was the right thing to do, I think, in my opinion. I mean, the boss is bugged is the problem. If the boss was perfect and all worked fine, I mean, that mechanic doesn't belong in Onslaught anyway, in my opinion. That mechanic belonged in Incursions, you know? Do I think the fire oil combo is worth it? For AP resets, you don't really need to worry about it. But once you want to start doing the higher difficulty stuff, then yeah, it's definitely worth. You're going to want to use that Ignite combo in just about every build now. I'm in US West, but I'm going to do a few runs first with some different strategies to see if the builds will hold. Remember, y'all, I've been moving, so I haven't had time to test anything. This is test time right now. Diabolical, what's up, man? So we're going to test the old Reflect setup with an Ignite combo in the mix. So we'll throw some oil in, and then we'll go with a Flamer to light everything up. And let's see if that works. Or see if it's all about the Berserkers, you know? Are we going to be able to kill the Berserkers? So if the Berserkers die, then I think the build will work great. If the Berserkers don't die, then, you know, obviously the Berserkers didn't die, so we're screwed. I did do the Storm and Shocking Revelations the other night on Twitch, doing a test stream just for an hour, and it worked. I mean, it needed upgrades, but it did work. Poison Weapon Man and Earth Shatter, nothing wrong with that. I'm going to do... One of the things I want to try right away is Poison Weapon Man's and an Earth Proton. That setup from the video is what I've used so far. That's the only thing I've tested so far, Ethan. And it worked. I don't think it's necessarily a fantastic setup. I did it forcing myself to use the Weapon Man because it had been so long since I used it. I love weapon manufacturers as far as just the kind of like the whole theme of the defense. I think it's super, super cool. But most of you know, I wasn't going to use my legacy relic. I don't use things that a new player can't get right now. Never. I just won't do it. So I haven't used my weapon mans in a long time, and it's one of my favorite defenses in the game. So that was why I went to that right away, just to test it, just because it's cool as hell. You know, that little digitized effect and everything, I just love it. We got no cyborg story about here. That's why I'm being real sloppy with the Proton. But yeah, I want to try poison weapon mans with earth protons and explosive traps. What else do I want to try? There's several things I want to try. I'll just move my current poison, my current proton relic just right over to the weapon man for that test. I'll do that one next. But I want to try this one first. I'm trying just the regular old Reflect build. You know, the Nerf bat swung hard on paper. But let's see its actual effectiveness level. Yeah, I definitely want to try buff beams too. I mean, I used to love buff beams back in their old form. Those will never return. Just because Chromatic doesn't want to add more defense rate to things. But I used to love buff beams. I love buff beams in DD1 and DDA. I put this a little too close, I think. Here, let me just go back behind with the next one. Maybe. There we go. A little bit wonked there, but not too bad. We'll still get the point of whether or not the build's going to work. I don't know. I haven't tested it enough to see, to be honest, Luis. I think it's got potential. I don't think it will be best in slot. What's going on there, Nix? Theoden's here. I definitely don't think the Stunning Rev is going to be best in slot by any means. But I love Weapon Man, so I'll definitely play with it and try it out, you know? I mean, remember, even back in the day with the old OP Legacy Relic combo, people that were using that weren't able to go. Like, the highest, I think, was Nictus, went to, like, floor 958. People weren't able to climb higher. It took the Reflect Beams to get people over that. Now, I know people have done other things now, but just remember, back then, the Weapon Man was not... It had its limit, you know? I mean, even at, like, floor... Using it at, like, floor 400 or 500... you would have quite a few enemies that rolled through it. And I did it again. Put it too damn close. That's all right. We can go over here. Let's see. And then what else was it? A Flame Aura. Now, do I have the right build on every lane? It leaves me 500 left for massive Skyguard action. Gonna have to go 5 and 4, I think. Ooh. I think I actually still have Destructive on my Squirties too. Let me look. I do. Alright, well, I'm not gonna bother changing it. It's not doing anything in the main build because the Proton's already got the Destructive provided. But I can do that and get Destructive on my Skyguards too. Alright, so let's see if it works. Now, let's see. Let's, all the lanes are pretty even, really. 12, 12. They've all got 12 Zerks. Let's just hit one. We'll hit one upgrade here and one upgrade here. And then I want to watch a lane and just see how it does. Yeah, there's no new content to do next. I mean, getting the update is nice and all. That Zerk died. Going on there, Zero? The Nuke Monk will stay the same. The only thing you're going to want to do is swap out Grave Infection for something else. Grave Infection took a hard nerf bat. So I haven't done mine yet. I'm probably going to put an anti-mod there, but I'm not sure what yet. I'll probably put anti-mini-boss, because the only time you really need that extra damage is against a mini-boss. You can still nuke really, really hard. Well, it looks like it's working. It'll still hold up for Betsy anyway. I'm not going to ever climb Onslaught again, so Betsy and no, something made it through. No. I could have caught that. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, Piercing. Piercing's a fine alternative. I don't use Piercing. Personally, I don't feel like it's necessary, but piercing is a fine alternative. Crit damage? I would go crit chance before I went crit damage, but that's a fine choice as well. You can really use anything. Put anything you want there. I'm going to put a video up on it. But that last mod slot, there's a lot of leeway. I'm going to put anti-mini-boss on it probably just because I'll get the additional damage modifier against a boss, and that's where you really need it. I think this build would work, y'all. I just wasn't looking, and I could have caught that Lady Orc. So I'm going to try it again. I don't think there's anything else that would be worth... Well, focused power, you never give up. That's like the basic of the build. I haven't tried the Harpies yet. They're Toko, but that's something I really, really want to play around with. I'm going to do that today, in fact. There will be Harpies and bees going at some point today here. Alright, so sorry about that, y'all. That was completely me just not paying attention. Imagine that. That has never happened before, ever. Yeah, I wish. I could have definitely caught that Berserker. Because I think after some upgrades are in place, this build will hold. I really do. I think it's all about completing the first wave. Fire slimes, hell yeah. Fire slimes are a great choice. I know a lot of people are using those already, having pretty good luck with them. There's a lot of options now to play around with the Dryad, no doubt. I've got, you know, the perfect tester map just to see. Obviously, the mob power isn't there, but the perfect tester map is Unholy Catacombs. Because it's got good mob density and mob numbers. And one of the main things with the bees is you want to make sure that they're just able to keep up with the number of targets. If it will work there, Destructive Pylon doesn't stack. No, I'm using it on both items out of laziness. What I should do is pull Destructive Pylon off of this and throw Vicious Strikes on it. But I know I'm going to be using Destructive Pylon on it later, so I just am not bothering. Alright, full setups there. I promise y'all, I will pay attention this time around. It's going to happen. It's going to happen! What's the best bee combo y'all think? Is anybody going with an element on the bees or just stacking pure anti-mods and power on the bees? What do you guys think? What is going to be the best? I mean, I personally think the anti-mod stack is going to be the best alternative for bees. But I tell you what bees do is that you put elements on them and they look really, really cool. Well, there's no oil mod, so you can't put oil on your bees, but you get oil for free on slimes. That's why you do fire slimes, because when you're in corrupt form, your slimes will automatically oil targets. So you go fire slimes and you get the self-ignite going on. Poison, anti-frost, and anti-melee. And what were you using for the earth damage? Well, it's more about, if you're using an element, it's more about what are you going to combo it with, you know? Because just using the element itself doesn't get a whole lot of value on the bees. I'm going to have to learn how to drop stars again. I haven't played the Dryad so long. I got so good at it back in the day, y'all. Popping those stars off on the ground like crazy. I haven't played the Dryad in so long. It's going to be like learning how to play it all over again. Poor girl. This has gotten seriously neglected. She's super fun to play, too. That is way too close there, but it'll still work out. All right. I haven't gotten it yet, but I haven't done any real farming yet. Todor, I've probably only done it maybe 3 times. I mean, what does probability say? If it's a... You know, first off, doing it solo is just a bad idea because you're not... It doesn't drop from the non-legendary chest. So doing it solo, you're never going to get the legend... Or you're not guaranteed to get the legendary chest. So... the only reason I'm solo right now is because I just want to see if these builds will hold. You know? I probably should have just upgraded that flame aura instead of the reflect. Huh? Alright, let's try it again. This time I'm going to chill in the back and watch for leakers. Once we get some upgrades in place, I don't think the leaks are going to be as big of an issue. We'll watch our frame rate drop down to 20 FPS. This game, this game, yes. But several maps, this one being one of them, the frame rate will bounce so high. Like, look this way, and you're at 150 frames per second. Look over towards your defenses, even when nothing's not going crazy, and you'll drop down to like 20, you know? And what the heck, nothing's going to leak this time? Or here we go, here comes some leakers. They were low. Just an upgrade would take care of that. What's going on there, Ahmed? Oh, shit. I'm in trouble now because I got a leak. Oof. That was way too close for comfort. I would say don't make any major changes until people have done lots and lots of testing. I would say that for everyone. Unless you just don't mind throwing your mats away, don't do any major investments into anything until you have played around with different things. And play around with it at Chaos 7, for God's sakes. Don't try upping it to Chaos 8 first, because it's just way too expensive to move stuff. Alright, we got smacked right there. Pretty directly. So we're going to have to move this all back. Well, we already know explosive traps are OP. There's no need for me to... I'm trying new things, not trying what I know works. Explosive traps were OP before the update, and they got buffed. So they are the powerhouse defense now. What's going on there? Hello, brother. I mean, they were like the second strongest defense in the game before, and they got buffed. So now that Reflect Beams got nerfed, they're the strongest. Period. That's why I want to go Poison Weapon Man, Earth Proton. Poison Weapon Man, Earth Proton, and Explosive Traps, I think, is going to be just devastating. Alright, so let's upgrade everything at least once. Well, all the damaging stuff anyway. And we'll see what's left. Pardon me. The bees got buffed. It went from a 3 target limit. The bees didn't necessarily get buffed. The targets got nerfed. Before, you couldn't have more than 3 bees attacking a single target, and that was raised to 6. So it's not that the bees got buffed, it's that the enemies got nerfed in that regard, you know? Alright, let's make this one the easy lane, so we'll throw extra ups in over here. There we go. Tooltips don't mean shit. I mean, it's not doing shit, you know. Tooltips, first off, tooltips in Dungeon Defenders 2 are 99% wrong. And secondly, the reflect beam is more there now to apply earth damage than it is for actual damage. What's going on there, Fagos? How you doing? It's the little torpedo going across the bottom. If you look at the 1 amp warrior video, that's the build, you know? That's been the powerhouse defense for the last many years. That's the one that took the hardest nerf in this update. So like I said, right now I'm just wanting to see if it works. It looks like with upgrades in... Well, I mean, there hasn't been any leakers so far. We'll have to see if we get any leakers. Looks like just with 1 round of ups in, it made a pretty big difference, though. But I want to look, too. Sadly, with the Petrify in the mix, it throws the damage done number off. And makes the tooltip whacked. My Skyguard's not attacking the ground things. It's only attacking the flyers. It's there for the boss. Oops. It's not there for anything else. It's attacking assassins, but assassins are flyers, remember? Yeah, there's kobolds coming out of the ground lane. Plus assassins. Assassins, when they're attached to you, they're ground mobs. And once they let go, they're flying mobs. Alright, we got smacked on that one too. So that's going to need to move. Did we get it anywhere else? That one came back. We're all good on those. Alright, so we need to move this setup. And I think we got plenty of room in between these 2 curses here. Well, I try there, Micros. People get mad at me when I don't answer, but I do try to answer as much as I can. It's tough to pay attention and catch every question, but I do give it my best effort. I mean, for me, that's the whole point of live streaming. If I'm not going to interact with you all, then there's no point. Why not just record a video, right? I remember, y'all, I just got done AP resets, too. So everything I test, I've got to move things around. I don't have a lot of stuff all upgraded back up yet. See if we can sneak it in front. Yeah, there's plenty of room up there. Without worrying about the curse. That is a good idea, though. Hailstorms are fun, man. That rapid fire going and everything. I'll definitely test them out today. Oop, that is a buff beam. Alright, then we need a squirty. Squirty not getting hit. No, we're good there. And let's throw some upgrades around. Oops. Hit the proton by accident. I think that will be good. Is there any word on when the next DDA update is? Well, they put that big announcement out. There's good stuff coming for DDA. It's going to be a while. I'm going to guess it will be at a minimum at least another month. But I don't know. That's completely guessing. It could be way longer than that. That could be unrealistic. What they've told us so far is that they want to... give us more information about what's coming, then or more information each week, and there's a lot to reveal yet. So we got a siege roller coming this time. Test them out, see what you think. They're the Crusader. Previously, the hailstorms were not, because they had an attack animation that basically ruined their DPS output. But that was buffed. They got buffed. I haven't tried them yet. Doug, what's up, man? How you doing? Flamethrowers are really good situationally, but the problem is kobolds. They basically destroyed tower usage by adding an enemy in that blows up your shit. They could have made kobolds dive bomb and stun, and still provided the counter that the hard counter that they were looking for. But having them so they blow up all your stuff makes towers very sketchy to use, you know? So in a situation where there's no kobolds, flamethrowers can wreck it. No doubt there. But the problem is they're just always going to get blown up, you know? Assassins are no joke here. As I've mentioned already, I want to test some builds and see what's working. I don't want to play public games with a build that's not going to work. Because if it doesn't work solo, it sure won't work public. The OG roller design? Yeah. I mean, the OG roller design was absurd. Completely absurd. This roller's stuck. Come on out, Mr. Roller. He's half down in the ground, don't know what to do. Poor dude, all stuck up in there. His day got ruined by the quicksand in the spawn entrance. He got all excited up. Yay, it's my turn to drive the roller. And then he came out and got stuck in the sand. Dude's day is ruined. Ruined, I tell you. DD2 is far prettier than DDA, but DDA has far more potential than DD2 does. No doubt in my mind. DD2 is set. It's got too many mechanical limitations. It's in an outdated game engine. The source code is complete train wreck slop that was just worked on by too many people. You know, DDA will be spectacular, assuming they do the right things with it. Now, that's a big assumption, of course. In its current form, yeah. I mean, every Dungeon Defenders game is better than DDA in its current form. But we just gotta wait and see what happens. If all the things that they've been promising all come true, DDA is gonna be badass. DD2 is a pretty game, though. Why on earth they did not take advantage of its gorgeousness and take some of these assets they already own? Yeah, that was like the go-to meta build for Power Surge. No, I don't think they'll ever do anything similar to Ancient Power and DDA. I mean, they might. I don't think they will, though. I think Ancient Power was a mistake just because it's poorly implemented, you know? DDA still doesn't have the base features. Split screen, cross saves, stuff like that. DDA runs literally 1,000 times better than DD2 does. But DD2 is just pretty, you know? There was a lot of money dumped into DD2's animations. There was more money dumped into just the DD2 art than I would guess was put into the entirety of DDA. But that's because game developers didn't make DD2. A finance company did with an unlimited bank account. DD2 needs more content, in my opinion. They could have not fixed any of the bugs, not nerfed, not buffed, not done anything, but added a different end game system and it would have been huge for DD2. What we have, how we have to do things is not the issue. The issue is, like right now, we've just got different ways to do the exact same stuff, you know? And if you're done doing that stuff, then, you know, it reduces your motivation to play the game. Well, Onslaught is a joke. It's not endgame at all. It's, you know, I mean, I'm not going to start going into rants, so don't get me all, don't think y'all are going to get me all fired up and ranty. Onslaught is a piece of shit. What more can you say? Any game mode that's difficulty is based on RNG is not endgame. It's crap. You know, when the end game becomes re-rolling maps for longer than you're actually playing maps, you want to rethink your game design. You know? Anyway, that's all I'm going to go into about Onslaught. Some people love it. I personally think it's a piece of shit. And it's when the player base went away. It was the last nail in the coffin for the majority of the player base. Oh no, that was the toned down version, Alex. What's going on there, Rob? How you doing, man? Got a little Uzar in the mix. I'm going to have to be careful on this one. We're right in between those two curses. In fact, I think I might go back with the reflect instead of going up. That'll leave me plenty of room. That getting it? Nope. All right. Well, we got plenty of room there. So that worked out. I think they'll bring lots of stuff. I mean, it won't be crossovers, but there will be heroes that come from DD2, no doubt in my mind. Why would they not, right? There's a lot of fan favorites. You know, the Gun Witch, the Dryad. You can't have DDA without having... You can't have another Dungeon Defenders game without having the Dryad. It is clearly a fan favorite. Every Dungeon Defenders game going forward from here on out needs to have the Dryad. How much money do I have? I ain't got shit there, AIM. I just moved and spent everything. I got a whole lot of credit card debt. Alright, I'm going to save. Or actually, I'm not even going to bother saving. I'm just going to go ahead and start dumping it in. I'm going to start upgrading Skyguards now. They're going to get destroyed, but let them have a little fun. What's going on there, Marks? How much gold do I have? I've only got 155 million. I've given away, I don't know, 400, 500 million gold over the last 2 years in between all these DD updates. I've got a new machine coming, actually. It's going to be here next week. It's got a 3060 in it. I would have loved to have gone with the 3060 Ti, but you know, they're expensive. Everything's through a scalper right now. It's like the only way you can get a hold of a decent graphics card right now is like have the most absurd luck in the world, or way overpaying it from a scalper. And the prices are just way too high. I'm just super bummed I never picked up a 3060 Ti on, ooh, it died, but I saw a Berserker running there. That Flame Aura must have just caught it. Well, DD2, the art is really pretty, but the game runs awful. I mean, I don't have a frame rate counter up right now, but with all this stuff going on screen, I'm going to guess that it's around 25 FPS. And that's running on this Shadow machine. I'm using a 2070 Super. Oh, it's a whole different Betsy egg now, though. Excelsior. It is a whole different deal. I think it was over-nerfed. I mean, I don't see why it would make anyone happy. I mean, if people were having fun using it, nobody's forcing you to use it, you know? I mean, that's just being mean. I know you like it, but I don't like it, so I don't want you to be able to use it. That's just kind of rude, you know? I'll be more excited to see what else gets buffed, to be honest. Because, I mean, although, like, some Dryad defenses mainly got brought up into viability, I would like to see more, you know? The new pet damage is cool. I haven't played around with it a whole lot. The new pet's just another pet, but it's if you are a collector, then you're going to want it, right? Damn it, assassin on me right as I was getting ready to throw down the nuke. Oh no, Berserker on the core. Alright, I'm going to call this build a flop. I think the reflect beams got nerfed too hard. I mean, they might work if you're really, really getting sweaty. But, I mean, I'm having to work way too hard here. It was 80% damage buff, or damage nerf, Sacred Cow. Yeah, I'm going to call this one, a POS. And just to make sure, was I using the proper shit? Yeah, it's even Chaos 8, 005. So, this one is, this build is definitely doable, but you're going to have to pay attention. And why on earth pay attention when you can use something that you don't have to pay attention on, right? So let's get the hell out of here, and we'll try something different. Try something different. I mean, some of the things, remember, were bugs. It's just we got used to them, you know? I don't have shit, Excelsior. I've given everything away over the last 2 years. You want anything from me, you come look for Santa Juice around Christmas time. Every Christmas I give all my stuff away. Well, I haven't really played much since last Christmas, so I don't have anything. The only thing I have is the stuff that's not tradable. Alright, so what do we want to try next? Reflect beams. Ooh. Let's take that off. Now let's see. Do I have an Earth Servo here? There's an Earth Servo. There's another one. Earth Controller in defense range. Do I have anything set up with Earth on it? I got that. I guess I could level that up to Chaos 7, huh? Let's get, we're gonna have to get some clusters here. Will I use Excellence build? I haven't seen Excellence build. I mean, the best build out there from what I've been told so far is the stuff that Rexo and that that group he plays with has been doing. But I haven't tried any of it yet. Burning bolts. I'd rather do this one than the burning bolts. No real reason to upgrade this either, but I just like seeing it at least at Chaos 7 quality. Alright, so we want Earth protons. Well, it puts what you need to do, Rexo, is put together a new 1 amp type setup where it doesn't require using more than 1 amp. And get it to me and let me throw another 1 amp build out there. Yeah, I mean that's nothing. That's standard issue. I don't know if I'd call that Exclint's build. I know he's been using the Flamar Fisher stack for a long time, but that's pretty standard issue stuff. Everybody spams Flamars, right? You do already? Well, send it to me and I'll make a video. Let's see. Now, what did I want to do? Where is that stupid thing? So, we got Frosty Beams, Destructive Pylon, and Defense Rate. I think we're going to stick with that. And then we got Earth Damage. So then I want Poison Weapon Mans. I think we'll just throw this on there. That'll allow us to be able to get rid of Defense Rate and go with a Deadly Strikes. Where are you? They're all equipped somewhere. Let's see. Good lord, man. Defense rate, vamp, destruction. I'm gonna have to just look through some heroes here. There we go. There's one. So we got... Well, we don't need Water Elemental either. So we got Poison, Vicious Strikes... Deadly Strikes. What do we do for the last one? I mean, it's pointless to put Destruction on there, but I guess I could. Now, you don't have to use Geysers. I like to use Geysers because, I mean, why would you not use a defense that's called Squirties, right? I mean, for God's sakes, it's a defense that you can call Squirties and get away with it. That's good stuff. Let's see. So we got Deadly, Vicious. Is that upgraded? It is. We got Defense Rate there already. Actually, we could throw Defense Rate on it because this is not going to take it to the cap. Let's just do that because we're not worried about the damage output here so much. Well, I don't know. Let me see. Let me see. How far away from the cap is it without... it's only 0.04 seconds away. I'm going to go Destruction instead. Get a little bit of something out of it. Alright, so we got the Weapon Man and we got a Proton Beam. Then we need some... We're going to want... the Squirties still. I'm going to want a Flame Aura still, but I think we'll go with an Explosive Trap. Another Relic to upgrade. I don't mind upgrading that one to C7. Let's grab a couple more of these. Gonna need to get to farming clusters here soon. Blowing all my clusters on silliness. Let's see. Oh no, we need an amp as well. Let's grab a few of those. Running out of plain motes and shinies too. Getting low anyway. Alright, so what do we want here? This proactive traps is crap, but I think I'm gonna leave it there anyway. So we got range, so we're gonna need defense rate. We're gonna want, actually, do we use deadly? I'd rather do a double stack. The geysers are there to apply the oil. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's try this one out. Man, I can't live without a speed shard. I don't have any on me. That's just too damn slow. Do I have any upgraded here? Does not look like it. God, I forgot the icon on those. It's been so long. It's the little, I mean, how do you miss that? There was one. Not gilded, but it'll be better than nothing anyway. Alright. I just took everything apart there, Ahmed. I just now took everything apart. You want me to put it all back together just to show you the DPS that I just showed a few minutes ago back on the map? Dragolich. Pets in DD2 are still about the ability. Getting that additional damage on him is nice, but Dragolich is the standard go-to pet. A pet with Sparkle Party on it's super nice. It depends on what you're trying to get out of your pet. Well, DD2 is a free-to-play game, so of course more people play DD2. DDA is still a game and a work in progress. DD2 is a final free-to-play game. You can't compare player numbers to success. That's kind of a joke. Gatto Fireworks is super fun. Ah, crap, man. I still keep forgetting to upgrade my weapon. I still don't have this weapon upgraded. It's a brand new update that's not even a week old yet, Randvik. Wait a few weeks for people to test things out and find out what's great and what's not, and then start looking around. Well, because DDA doesn't have a scoring system yet. There would be nothing to compare, you know? Alright, so if we go something like this, that doesn't feel like I'm spending anywhere enough. I mean, that's 180. Can go with two flames, I guess. Let me make sure. Am I double stacked? I'm double stacked there. And I'm double stacked here, right? Yeah, okay. Because there's no cyborgs on this lane, so there's no reason to worry about protecting you know, like before you did the V or you did it down the lane to maximize the coverage. But if you had tenacity on your proton beam, you didn't have to. You could just do this. That's 210. That still leaves me plenty. Let's just do that setup. I think it might work good. I think it's going to require some upgrades on those splodies. Is the thing. The other thing is I'm really spread out far, so my chances of getting cursed I think are pretty high too. The screenshot I saw that basically if you took something similar to this and instead of using the weapon man, used a different proton. Like the front proton would be poison, the back proton would be earth. I think that's what Rexo was doing. Isn't that what you did, Rexo? That was what somebody sent me a screenshot of, anyway. Kind of. Or you threw a buff beam or a boost star in the mix too, right? Just my boost star is Chaos 7. The Chaos 7 value is just awful. Well, I mean, were you overthinking it, Rexo? I'm doing good there, Excelsior. Got moved into the new place. Still got an ungodly amount of work to do. I got 240 acoustic tiles to be placed on walls. So I got just a million things to get done. Let's see. Just forcing that weapon man in here. Must have weapon man. I almost feel like I should put those back further. Like, ideally, they would be directly underneath your proton beam. I think that'll be alright. What's going on there, Jordan? After I get done playing, I want to play first. This is the funnest part. Once you get through all this part of the game, it's boring as hell. Let's see. See if this does better anyway. One less Skyguard there, but the Skyguards are all so much overkill anyway. And then the explosives are going to do the heavy lifting. Well, I mean, my Flame Auras are 0 of 5 Chaos 8, so my Flame Auras might actually do a good bit of heavy lifting as well. But let's let it fly and see how it does. See if anything, first off, is see if any of the early Zerks just make it right on through. Playing some DDA Survival. Nice. I'll be getting some more of that going later on here. I want to play with all the new all the new fancy stuff in DD2 first. But I will be back to the DDA grind in no time here. I've got the 999 points into my Ascension in health. I don't think it's a matter of why don't they patch it. I think it's a matter of the game is not optimized well enough to run on it. There's no patch that they could just do to consoles to fix DDA. Or to fix DD2, pardon me. It's a laggy mess. I mean, the servers on PC are not wonderful. There's more people playing DD2 right now than there have been in many, many months. They're red alert. So that's not true at all. Uzar says, easy peasy, get yourself a PS5. I don't have any of them fancy new consoles yet. Okay, now that held really, really well. Splodies, man. I can't believe Splodies got buffed. I mean, it was already such an absurdly strong defense, and it got buffed. I mean, I'm not complaining. I like having powerful stuff. This is all going to have to come back. That's what it's a test, but yeah, that's what I'm trying right now. Poison Weapon Man. So we got two Splodies. Actually, you know what? I hate the location here because of that lip. That's fine, though. We got two Splodies, a Squirty. It's just awful. I should have moved back further. I'm just going to move it back further. That little rail right there sucks. Alright, let's go like right here. We'll go Squirty. Splody, Splody. Proton. Weapon Man. And then two Flames. I gotta look over and remember what the hell I'm doing here. I do think it's better to put the Splodies underneath the Proton here. You get the maximum damage right at this very center of the CC point. Just walls, period. I mean, walls are making walls viable again. Well, my Boostara is not back up to Chaos 8. At Chaos 7, the value you get from Boostara is really bad. Like, the bulk of the value comes from just having Destructive Pylon. So, until I can get my Boostaras upgraded, I won't use them very much, probably. I mean, it's just a matter of time. I gotta get to farming, you know? I gotta put in the time. Gotta do the grind. The game won't grind itself, sadly. But yeah, making walls a viable thing again there, Holy Sheep Man, would completely change everything in the game. Crossplay is, it's not just about the engineering side of it. I think Unreal, now I'm not the engineer, so don't quote me on this, but I think Unreal makes crossplay pretty easy. The problem is getting PlayStation and Xbox to agree on anything. You know? They just refuse to agree on anything ever. Oh, I don't think it will be the only one. I would bet we get another update in 3 or 4 months. I mean, they got somebody working on it now. That's a plus, you know. I'm surprised they didn't put more info out on that. Give the whoever did all this work a pat on the back, but I didn't see any names posted on the forums. I mean, I know who's doing it, but I'm not allowed to talk about that. They need to give some pats on backs because somebody put in a whole lot of work. You know? Alright, let's just come back to this little bend right here. Squirty, squirty. I think this build seems pretty solid so far, though, right? I mean, I haven't had any emergencies, any last resort emergency type situations. Well, it's when you sign a non-disclosure agreement, there, no mic, you get sued if you break it. You guys would shit your pants if you knew all the crap I knew about this game over the last 5 years. But I'm not allowed to say, or I'll go to court. So, you know, trust me on this one thing. Now, I don't want this to ever happen, so don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But if Chromatic ever shuts down shop and goes out of business, there will be a massive rant video of me revealing lots of things. But that's not happening prior to that last resort. I'll promise you all that much. All right. Let's just chill up here. Yeah, those the 5% from Petrify and the bonus from Ignite should stack. Tommy, absolutely. Oh, there will be a doll brought out, Brian. I just need to change the subject right now, because I can already feel my blood pressure going up. There will be a doll, I assure you. So last night, a lot of y'all already know, I'm on a 5-acre property now. It's a big property, you know, coming from a little tiny spot where we were onto this big 5-acre property with a house in the middle of it. And last night we had like 6 deer in the yard. One went through the window. The wife was giving me a hard time. You know, a lot of the neighbors around here have cows and stuff. And I saw something just out of the corner of my eye walk by the window. And I think explosive traps and petrify will be the new meta, Tommy. Not so much this exact build, but the concept of explosive traps and petrify. Oh, and ignite will definitely be the new meta. Anyway, as I was saying, I saw something just out of the corner of my eye walk by, and I thought it was one of the neighbor's cows. And I'm like, oh shit, there's a cow out in the yard, you know? So we go out there and look, and it was 6 big deer. Just right, I mean, we're like 10 minutes from downtown Spokane. And there was these big ass deer. Just cruising around. God dang it, man. This lane is just getting shit on. I got enough room in between these two. I can just move it up. But then I got that problem with that lip. That's why it wasn't up there before. I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, 6 deer in the yard. Now, you know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm not a serious carnivore. But, oh, man, it's so tempting to get those things in the freezer. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to do such a thing, but... Got a freezer full of food walking through the yard. That's yummy stuff too, man. Look at that. Did you guys see that? I instinctively went to the reflect beam. God, I hate this little lip here. That's all right. We'll just bring it way back. I'll put it up at an angle like that. That's the thing, is DD2 is not rocket science, y'all. A lot of people like to pretend that it is, but it's not. Just throw the stuff down, get the combo on the ground, and it will do the rest. Well, there's wolves, too. We were told one of the... I've only met one of the neighbors. You know, when you're on a big property like this and the houses are all spread out, you just don't see neighbors. So we've actually only met one neighbor. It's a retired fireman that lives down the road. And he said that you don't let your dogs and stuff run around outside at night. Unless, I mean, obviously, if you got a big dog that's capable of protecting itself. Or it's not wolves. Well, there might be wolves, too. But he said coyotes are all around. Eaten panther before. I've never heard anybody eating that. That's crazy, man. Crazy. All right, let's see. Did I hit everything? I was pretty not paying attention when I did that. I'm not seeing any curses on anything. I think it'll be alright. Well, it's not even that. The thing is so many people skipped the base game and people don't... A lot of players don't understand the counters, you know? There's a lot of different things that can be thanked for that, but people never, you know, that's why I've always focused on the beginner stuff so heavily, because the game is about countering enemies. That's 90% of Dungeon Defenders 2. If you counter the enemies, you win the match. Siege Roller. You gonna get stuck? No, he's out of a different lane. Come on out. Oh, I think he is stuck. Or no, he's up there. The nuke still works, just not quite as good. Well, even prior to that, you know, when you start playing a game and you're in Chaos 2 or Chaos 3 and you ask a veteran what to do and they give you this end game setup and then you spend all of your time grinding this setup before you even make it through to Chaos 7, you just don't learn anything about the game, you know? And that's the whole point of going through the Chaos tiers in DD2, is it introduced you to the new enemy and you learn to counter all the enemies. Once you learn to counter all the enemies, you beat the game, you know? So who's the first 2-3 throwback heroes? Barb and Dryad? I don't know, David. I'm anxious to see, though. Uh-oh. Failed jump. Failed jump. I done failed jumped it. And now I got an assassin that's gonna kill me. Go, Sky Guards. Sky Guards are so glorious. The assassins, man. Assassins are the real deal. There's no doubt there. I have time to get back up there. I don't want to go up near my... She almost dead now. She gonna get another flight off it, isn't she? Yep. I'm just gonna take the respawn here. Wait for her to come back around. Come on, Betsy girl, where you at? What y'all flying around? Oh, shit, she was right back there. God dang, man. There we go. Sky Guards did good. These Sky Guards did good. The bees still have borked AI, but with the 6 bees per laminate, it makes it more tolerable. Yeah, that should buy a lot of forgiveness, right? Well, I think that build did good. All right, just give me the dang pet. Give me the dang pet. There ain't no pet there. There ain't no pet there at all. I'm not expecting to see Betsy, no. Betsy's not born yet. Now, this lore never made it into the game, but Isom, you guys that have been around a long time, you remember Isom. Isom had said back many, many years ago, like probably 5 years ago, that Betsy is the ancient dragon's offspring, which means in DDA, the Betsy wouldn't be born yet. Or would be just a little baby. Yep, do the exact same thing and change one mod there, Hasaki. Build done. Yeah, I'm gonna do another video on it, but all you do is you do the same build and change Grave Infection. That's it. I'm gonna put anti-mini boss there, but you can put whatever you want. Maybe you meet the parents. That's a good call. What did I need to upgrade this the rest of the way? Or at least take it to... I need shinies. Let's see. Shiny, shiny. I need 4 of them, I think. I'll get a 5th one just for giggles. At least take it to Chaos 7. I'm not going to take it up to Chaos 8 until I'm ready to fix the mods, which Grave Infection is... Boo, boo, boo. Oh crap, I forgot to try to throw. Yeah, anti-mini boss. I mean, that's when you need the nuke, right? The mini boss is where you need the nuke. Let's see what it does. Alright, Uzar, we'll have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Stuck on Chaos 4. Any tips to get to Chaos 7 quicker? Yeah, use the proper counters. So, Chaos 4, 6, and 7, you can spam Flame Auras. Chaos 6, there's going to be... or Chaos 5, pardon me, there's going to be Cyborgs, which will disable your Flame Auras. So then you'd want to use Towers. Poison Dart Tower, Earth Shatter is a really, really good combo. Try Hailstorms. That's a good thought. Let's see. Where you at, Pebbles? You haven't been seeing the light of day in ages. Little Pebbles here. Let's just do that for the moment. Well, let's just do a little comparison here. Let's see. Now, this isn't going to be a very strong comparison, but let's just look and see what it does to this dummy. The funny part there, girl, is nobody actually knew that. Everybody, all of the Fun Police people that complained about grave infection, they complained about it proccing Frostfire. They had no clue that it was dealing the entire damage the whole time. But yeah, it was broken. Now it's fixed. Ooh. What is that? 1.3? 1.3 million single target. Then let's just do apples to apples here. So we'll take exact same shards and relic. And what the heck, man? Destruction. Do we even need deadly strikes? Probably not, but I'm just going to do it apples to apples here. I got the points in. I do. Let's see. This thing should shred. I mean, like I said, this is not exactly a very good comparison, but you can see single target. It's a big, big difference. And you can see that animation, kind of like a reload animation, is like super, super brief now. Oh, it would be if they kept the damage, and all they had to do to reduce it from chaining with Frostfire, or just to reduce the effectiveness of the combo, was limit grave infection so it only lasts 5 seconds. Like Frostfire only lasts 5 seconds. The problem is grave infection lasted 15 seconds. So the grave infection would sit there on the ground, the Frostfires would expire, but then the grave infections would proc new Frostfires as enemies got killed by it. You want to prioritize power there, Chris. Like, I'm like 7,500, 3,500, 3,500, 3,500 on mine. Power comes first. Rate, range, you know, fortify, obviously, you don't need it all as long as your DSTs aren't getting hit. Alright, let's try this. What is the range like on them? The range is really good, too. Is that enough, though? God, she runs so terrible. It's like a cartoon character running. She like leaned back. Alright, let me try one more by myself, and then I'll start doing some publics here. The problem now is I'm going to have to swap heroes, and that's just, you know, I am so damn lazy. Swapping heroes? What the hell? Alright, so let's just do the same thing. Do the same thing, but we'll do hailstorms instead. See how fast Betsy melts. It's fun. New stuff to play around with there, Marcus. So, just nice to see that it was given an update at all, you know? But definitely super fun. Alright, so we'll do the hailstorms last. So let's get her out of here and get Gobu back in deck. Oops. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. The super spawn camp. All right. Is that all I was doing? That's only 150. What am I missing here? Oh, the weapon man. Derp. Derp, derp, derp. Not going to put that all the way up there to get cursed. What's up, what's up? Yeah, do the exact same thing. Do the exact same thing and pay more attention, Joe Bob. The gains you get from Ancient Power are not what you think they are. You can do it. You can do it. I mean, all I did was move my old relics around. I don't even have ideal setups. Yeah, Poison Weapon Man, Ming. I mean, this explosive trap is not in an ideal setup, you know? So anybody that had a reflect beam set up before, you know, the reflect beam nerf is not the end of the world. You know, that relic can be moved to other defenses, you know? Just move it over to something else. Have fun, play the game. You'll be amazed at what you can do. All the basic concepts are still the same. I did that one first, JDM. I actually put a full video out on that this morning. So I'm not going to do that one on stream. It works. This has been the strongest so far out of the 3 different build types I tested. Without question, this has been the strongest. And this is, you know, like I said, this is far from ideal setups. Yeah, it's Earth Beams. I'll run through the stuff real quick. So we got these explosive traps. Proactive traps is a POS. I got the double stack going here. So we got destruction and mass destruction. So explosive traps are going to give us a big bulk of our damage. You know, good stuff. Then we've got the squirties. The squirties are just there to get the oil in. I did throw destructive pylon on it too, which I don't need because I've got it on my proton beams. Speaking of proton beams with earth damage, this is my old mystic relic from back in the day. So we got earth damage, frosty beams, destructive, defense rate, which I don't really need at all because I've already got defense rate on it already, but I don't care. That will get me all the way to the cap. And then this was my old proton relic that I moved over. So here I'm double stacking the range. So we got deadly and vicious. I put destruction in just because I didn't really have anything else to throw in slot. I mean, the thing is use the combo. It doesn't matter what defenses you use to get there. Just use it. You know, I mean, there will be a fine-tuned meta that people work out, but the thing is the real meta is using the combos. That's the meta. So how you achieve the combo, achieve it however you want to achieve it. You're going to have success with many different routes. It's not all about being at floor 950, you know? That's not what the game is about. There we go. I think that will work. Earth Shatters are just cool, but I mean, I've been spamming Earth Shatters and Poison Dart Towers for so many months now. That's why I'm not really playing with those. I'm trying to play with stuff I haven't used in a while, just to have a little fun, you know? This is going to be a little wonky here too, isn't it? No, there's a spot. Good enough. When will I use harpies? Before the stream is over, I'll definitely play with them. The thing with the Dryad is once I get going with the Dryad, I'm going to want to play with a lot of Dryad stuff. So I'm trying to get the other stuff out of the way first and maybe get some public matches in. I want to do some matches with you all, you know? That was one of the big points of me moving. I mean, right now I'm on that Shadow server, so it doesn't even matter, but one of the big points of me moving was I was going to be able to get back to doing a lot of public games in DDA, which with my old connection I wasn't capable of streaming and hosting at the same time. A little wonky there, but that will get it. Oh, come on, dang it. All right, now how many? How many hailstorms is this going to give me? Holy smokies. Where's she at? Can't even find her. Poor girl. Poor little Pebbles. Let's get that smooth Pebble running action in here before, oh yeah. Up late. Yeah, it'll be on consoles, Cassian. We just have to wait for it to get here. They're saying... no, there's no cross-platform in DD2. There never will be. What did I use against Frost enemies? I just used my regular old stuff for AP resets. Frost enemies are about fire damage. The base counter to a Frost enemy is use fire damage. So I always had fire damage on... Frost lanes. How many are we going to be able to get? I think we're going to be able to get 6. And we want a squirty in to buff them all, right? I think these are going to shred Betsy. No, we're not going to be able to use 6. We'll have 6 and 5. And that's going to leave me 30 left over, so I can go with another Flame Aura somewhere. Just a random 30 DU something something somewhere. Oh, I didn't put a Flame Auras in over here. So I don't even have them in on this lane. So I'm going to have to get rid of one of those. Let's see, so still make it 5 and 5 then. We can get our other Flame Aura in back over here. Did I get the flames in everywhere else? It looks like it. Well, it depends. If you guys want me to test something out, this was requested, was to test these hailstorms and see how fast they'd burn Betsy. So, I mean, if you guys want me to test something else out, I'd rather test it solo first. How long am I playing DD2? I don't know. Another 6 years? Pavel, thank you so much. What do you need to get to Chaos 7? You need to just follow the base counters of the game. So Flame Auras work really well in Chaos 1, Chaos 3, Chaos 4, Chaos 6, and Chaos 7. Poison Dart Towers and Earth Shatters work really well in Chaos 2 and Chaos 5. Doing that will counter all of each individual tier's Chaos enemies. Well, the bulk of the damage is being done by the explosive traps. So you see the petrify line is right there where the proton is, and the explosive traps are hitting there. I don't know on that one yet. I mean, I haven't tested it yet. I'm sure somebody has. Somebody here in chat has probably already tested that. Well, you don't even need the oil is the thing. Just burning strikes does an ignite, but is it the same ignite? It does work? Nice. Well, that's awesome. That's good news, because that brings into viability. What does that mean for Fiery Fangs? Does that mean that I can use Fiery Fangs, get the ignite, and I can start using snakes again? Oh, it's only the elemental combo. So, well, it's the ignite combo. That's what the combo is called, it is ignite. In the actual game files. The effect from these other things is not actually ignite. So you don't get the damage bonus from burning strikes then? I don't know. Like I said, I haven't tested any of that, but I know that other people have, you know. Oh, it's not ignite itself? Well, I mean, it may just be a separate effect. They do different damage amounts. So you would think it's not the same effect anyway. The burn from, like, burning strikes, you know. Well, yeah, but the question was, will the other forms of burning work, is the question. It's not how to do the ignite combo. That's never changed. It's been that way since the very first day the game came out. How do you get your flame arrows to do more damage? You use the proper shards. Long term, you'd want mass destruction, destruction, and defense range, or deadly strikes. There's a Flame Aura Hero Spotlight, which is probably one of the few defense spotlights that are still viable after this this update. There's only one place to get shards. They all come from a specific tier. So the tier of the shard is on it. Or you can buy them with Defender medals, is the easiest way to get them. Or gems if you're a wallet warrior. I personally... 71 gems, you see. I am not a wallet warrior. But if you are, you can get yourself hooked up pretty quick. Nah. I don't think the Rams and the Ramsters or the Fisher mod, I don't think is still going to be worth using. I don't know because I haven't tested it, but I wouldn't think it's going to be worth. I don't have all that stuff set up, Vibesy. I just finished AP resets. Like, literally, as far as actual playtime goes, like, within hours of go. So, I mean, I don't have all my stuff set up yet. I'm very limited as far as what I'm able to test right now. Because for some ungodly reason, Chromatic made it cost way too many crafting mats to upgrade your shit. Give us a crafting material store, for God's sakes. You let us buy shards. It doesn't get any more pay to win than buying shards, right? So let us buy the damn crafting materials with defender metals. Come on, Chromatic, hook it up. Damn it. Let me have a sip of my water while this runs. Just the fact that I'm able to take sips of water tells me that the power of the explosive trap will definitely shine. Will definitely shine. Well, that's the thing. They'll never make it for gold, Toka. That's never going to happen. But if they make it for defender metals, they can also make it for gems, which means they're going to make more money, which that would make it more realistic for it happening. They're never going to give us the stuff for free. Making it gold would be way too giving it for free. It's a free-to-play game. They got to pay the bill, right? So I think that's my sales pitch to them. Come on, Chromatic. You can just grab cash like a mofo. Give us a shard shop, or give us a material shop. Let us buy materials with defender metals. And then also let us buy materials for gems. So any wallet warriors out there can spend some money and get the crafting materials too and avoid all the grind. It's the exact same as the shard shop. All it does is save time. It is 100% on par as far as pay to win goes with the shard shop. Alright, what got whacked here? Looks like just the weapon man, so I can move that weapon man and keep all this right here, right? Looks like it. Where do we want to put it? How about right there? Fantastic. What's going on there, Andres? I don't have the new Crystalline Betsy pet, Excelsior. That's why I'm doing this map, to try to get it. Oh, I've spent thousands of dollars on DD2 just on giveaways alone. People don't realize most of that giveaway stuff came out of my pocket. It wasn't like Chromatic is saying, here's a bunch of free stuff, give it away. No, I had to pay for all that stuff. I mean, you know what I got for free, like the head flares and stuff. There's a head flare video or a head flare giveaway ending tonight. Yeah, it's a 5% chance to drop from a legendary victory chest. Now, that means you should never be doing it solo, like I'm doing it right now, but right now I'm just trying to figure out what builds will work and what won't. I'm anxious to see how fast these hailstorms shred Betsy. They're definitely putting out some nice damage, though. They're so cool looking, too. That rapid fire is awesome stuff. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be a super low chance, Excelsior. That's the rare spawn. That's bringing Dungeon Defenders back into Dungeon Defenders 2, is what that is. Make a super rare item that's farmable, that doesn't require buying things, or doesn't require, you know, something that you can straight grind out and farm. That brings the Dungeon Defenders loot that's in all Dungeon Defenders games except DD2. It brings a little taste of it into DD2. I'm glad. You know, it's something that's super cool and super rare. It's the 0.888% chance is the chance when you're calculating the legendary chest in. From what I was told. So if you don't play solo, that percentage goes way, way up. Supposed to be next week, Marcel. Thanks again there, Pavel. May you see the most that I have in my shorts. That sounds very dirty. I'm sure that's not exactly... The way I'm reading it, I'm sure is not what you're intending to say. I'm not sure what you mean, man. The Harbinger fight was a poor design, I think. I mean, I don't know, but the Harbinger fight has never taken more than 10 minutes. Or pardon me, the Harbinger fight has never taken more than 1 minute to complete. So I'm assuming it's something to do with that. God dang it, I just did it again. Fail jumped it. Now I got the stupid assassins on me. Get Betsy on her. Look at the shred. They're getting some nice damage in. They didn't take her down near as much as the Skyguards did, but I think that is the multiple projectiles. Where the Skyguard is killing the Cobalts in the ground lanes and still able to shoot at Betsy. What am I stuck on? I'm stuck on another assassin. The Harbinger fight's super fun. I agree 100%. I mean, I'm hoping that it comes in at some point. Come on, Betsy, get your ass back up over here. Where you at, girl? God dang it, I didn't jump in time. Go, go. I got Drago on her at least. I wish her health wasn't stuck, didn't get stuck on Zapper there. I'd like to see what her health is at, you know? This is something I just put together, Pavel. So I don't have any setups on this yet. I mean, right now it's all a matter of playing and just testing out the new toys. So I mean, I don't have anything that I've done. I mean, right now I just don't have time. I got real life going, you know. I got a million things to do in real life. I literally have just boxes stacked right now. Boxes of stuff. Yeah, the same old stuff on the Gun Witch. Nothing has changed at all. Ain't no Betsy in the box. I would love to see it happen there, Vibesy, but I don't know. They're going to have to make some pretty major changes to the way enemies do damage. I was shooting her is how she died back there. After I died, Burning Strikes was still going. So she takes a ton of damage when she's right there. That was the old build. Back in the day, what you used to do is you'd stack cannonballs right across here, pointed out that way. And right there, she's vulnerable and takes massive damage. But yeah, so you'd stack cannonballs all across here, pointed out that way. Or archers, actually. People did archers a lot. And then you didn't fight her up there at all. You just let her do her thing and you wait for her to fly in the back. And normally the archers or cannonballs or whatever would take her out in one pass. Right here. Oh! Alright. So what do you think, y'all? You want to do some public matches? Get you guys in here. I think that build will hold up. As long as nobody stands on the hailstorms. Shoot, and I still never used the Fro. I'm always on US West 100% of the time. Look at that. There's the problem with it. No loot, man. That just sucks. Give us loot, for God's sakes. That was like, what, 4 runs? Like 2 fail runs and 3 wins? And that was it for loot? It's a public match. I'm not waiting for anybody. Whoever joins first wins. Whoever joins first wins. Let's see. We'll go public. Bad builds right here. That will attract the people in, right? Anybody can play with me. I've done literally hundreds. Oh, did I hit the wrong map? Dang it. Shards don't sell Sacred Cow sets. You don't have to lock shards at all. You have to actually click on the shard to get it to sell. It won't do anything with sell all. Alright, this is the wrong map. Let's see if we can't pick out a right map. See if anybody's selling anything, too. I've been looking since the player base jumped up a little bit, and nobody's selling anything good. Ooh, what's girl selling for 15 mil? Anti-mini boss. Nice. Rexo selling the grumpies. Just passing them back and forth between friends. Or alts. Nope, nothing. Ew. The DDA player base is low, but the people play for long, long hours. So there's actually more, like if you look at just the public matches, there's nothing, right? 3 expeditions on US West right now, public going. DDA is going to have pages that you scroll through of public matches going. So there's more people playing DD2, but there's more groups for DDA. And there's probably even more for DD1. Where you at, girl? Where is she? Revenge the Wyvern's down. There it is. All right. Rexo likes big butts. Go. Yeah, but that's... doesn't really... When there's 3 matches there, Artie, that's not really saying anything. Yeah, it's a low pop server. That's why I play it. But... no matches, there's no matches. There's literally like 30 times the amount of public matches. It's not like it's just 1 or 2 more, you know. It's massive, massive, massive. Everybody does do. Who we got there? There's Grohl. We got Girl Rexo, Lil Pump. You want to, Rexo, want to do your build? Let's see. Rexo got the Schnazzy build. Let's see, so we got Splodies in the front. We got a Proton Beam. I can't see the element. Neo, what's up, man? I haven't tried him yet, Dev. I don't even think I upgraded a relic yet for with Piercer. Or I did. So I do have a relic to test, but I haven't yet. What do we have there? It might be Poison Proton. We got the Squirty in the front. Well, I mean, DD2 will always have players just because it's free, though, David. So, I mean, DD2 is, like, in no risk of ever going anywhere. It's always going to have people playing it. It's a free game, you know? The player base has to get pretty dang low, like sub 100 players online, before a free-to-play game can't sustain itself. It's got to be super duper low. You gotta watch for the game and join it right away there, I'm in. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, so we got one, I'm guessing here. But I'm going to guess we got a Poison Proton in the front and Earth Proton in the back. 2 explosives, a Squirty, a Boost Aura, and a Flame Aura. Assuming that is what's going on. Did you miss a pet damage buff? That was part of this last update, Vibes. Pet damage now scales off of your gear score. So, like, my pet damage is scaling off of my 8350 gear score here. Well, this isn't the only map I'm going to do. I'll do several maps. Reflect Beam on the core to deal with the Hex Throwers. Rexo planning ahead here, assuming that the Curse is going to push him back here. Hey, you were confused? I mean, that's a nice little, wonderful change. Forgot Pylon? It happens. Skyguards, the fireworks show is so wonderful from Skyguards. Maybe when I'm all set up there quick. I'm still a ways away from anything like that. Yeah, I got that, what's it called? It just launched. Evil Domination 2? Oh no, we got zerked. No shinies yet, Anthem. I can't remember the exact title of the game, but I think it's like Evil World Domination 2 or something like that. I just picked up. I'm super anxious to play it. It's all good, Rexo. Shit happens, man. We're all having fun here. You didn't get the patch notes? They're if you just go to dungeondefenders.com, it's actually posted up top. No, I'm playing on a Shadow server, Dean. You know that Shadow Tech Industries? See, Artie? We needed the Artie build, not the Rexo build, huh? Oh, digs. Rexo wasn't paying attention, Artie. Cut him some slack. Cut him some slack. Is that Rexo? Yeah. Yeah, anyway, I'm streaming through one of those Shadow Tech servers. So basically on my screen at home, I'm using my onboard graphics, and it's like the same thing as watching Netflix. I'm streaming the game to YouTube and then to me from that Shadow server. I mean, it's actually working pretty well. What's the video quality and everything look like? Does it look good? I mean, not, obviously I haven't looked at it. Looks okay? Yeah, so I mean, this will get me by. It's a crutch, but it'll get me by until I can, well, it's like, it's my new machine's supposed to be here sometime between Tuesday and Friday. So hopefully Tuesday, probably Friday, but it's supposed to be here between Tuesday and Friday of next week. The GeForce stream. This is the spot right up here, Rexo. This is the best spot ever. You just chill up here, you get the scenic view. The scenic overlook of the Little Betsy Valley. Oh, I am old, Brian. Old. Yeah, this is a cloud streaming service right now that I'm using. So they're streaming, like I said, my mic is in my inputs are upstreaming to Shadow. The video is streaming from Shadow to YouTube, and then it's downstreaming from Shadow to me as well. Now, I don't feel any latency or anything. Like, when I'm hitting buttons, stuff's going. I don't feel any latency whatsoever. But I'm also on a fiber internet connection now. Yes! Yes! Celebrate that shit! Finally, after all these years, I got a fiber internet connection. And my GPU blows up. What if timing sucks so bad? I originally started it in the beginning. I was very active in the Orcs Must Die high scoring community. And I love Orcs Must Die games. And I particularly love the whole scoring system and comboing. That's what I wish DD2 had. Actually skill-based leaderboards instead of time grind-based leaderboards. I mean, they do, but the scoring system is all bugged for the regular maps. But anyway, I was doing a lot of high scoring in Orcs Must Die, and Orcs Must Die has a very, very friendly, or they did back in the day anyway. I don't know if they still will with OMD3. They have a super, super friendly community. And like people will share their higher scoring strategies. And if you get a high score, you just post it up. Hey, this is what I did to get the high score. See what you got. See if you can beat me. You know, and everybody was everybody was super, super competitive. But they were super competitive in a non-douchebaggy manner, which was pretty awesome. But anyway, they said, man, it would be so awesome if you could make videos of some of this stuff. And that's how the YouTube channel started. If you watch like my first 250 videos are all Orcs Must Die 2. Rexo got the range. What's going on there, Finley? I'm super stoked for OMD 3. We know it's coming this year at some point. I'm hoping we get an announcement soon. Oh, absolutely, girl. This map is one of the worst. Like this map, you look this way, you're 150 frames per second. You look that way, and you're like 20. It's terrible. Range is pretty important on just about everything, yeah. It's an assassin smackdown party on the stump. As long as they keep all landed on the barbs, that's perfect. Oh no, there's one gonna come on me. They're now, yep, it's on me. Knock it off, girl. Thank you very much. Man, that was perfect. Have all the assassins just jump on the barbs. Absolutely ideal. So, assuming we're upgrading the explosive traps here, Rexa. After we check for curses, of course. This way over there. I got you some juice here, Rexo. I got you some juice. That one, so you don't have to replace. Cool. Size does matter. That's the name of my ranged Aura Monk in DDA. Size matters. Terrible, huh? The damage is enough with upgrades. Fair enough. Even when it's cursed. Rexo OP confirmed. Nightmare is when you get your first real gear check there, David. No doubt about it. Poison and Earth Weapon Mans. Very nice, very nice. It's just pricey, you know? Oh, you need to upgrade when it's cursed. I gotcha. It's, 2 protons, 1 poison, 1 earth for the petrify combo. The ignite combo with a squirty and a flame aura, and then explosive traps putting in the pain. Explosive traps, remember, are 20 DU, and how defenses, how the power gains come from upgrades are based off of how much DU they cost. And explosive traps being 20 DU, they get big values. Their value doubles. The tier 1 value doubles every upgrade. He's got these already up. We didn't get cursed again, right? Nope. I think we just good. What's going on there, Dark Phoenix? It ends tonight, Brian. I'm not even sure what time it ends. I'd have to look back at the video. I think I did it at an odd time. I usually have giveaways end at midnight, but I think I did it at an oddball time this time around. I'm not 100% positive there, but I think so. It's like you didn't get good enough gear up to this point. That Ancient Mines is a really good crutch. Like, if you've got even just decent, insane gear, going into Nightmare Ancient Mines, you're going to be able to get it done. At floor 40, you can really use anything you want as long as you're using the proper counters. Floor 40, the difficulty's not really ramped up super high yet. So assuming you're in Chaos 7 gear, you can really use any build you want. Once again, assuming that you are you're countering the enemies properly. I don't mind. I want to see more new maps, quick, but I know that there's a lot of fan favorite stuff. So I mean, you know, people want the old maps. So with people wanting the old maps, we're going to get the old maps. That's just how it is. I personally would rather have all new maps, but I don't have a problem with playing the old ones, you know. Golden Egg isn't necessarily worth all that much, depending on... You don't know what's in it, is the thing. So, I mean, get whatever you can get for it, I guess. An Unreal Tournament original map in DDA or DD2, that'd be fun. That is pretty crazy. That's aggressive, man. I'm hoping, you know, I mean, I don't want to think negatively here, but Trendy and then Chromatic has a real historical problem of promising more than they're capable of delivering. Now, I don't want to think unhappy thoughts, but that has happened over and over and over again for years. And I'm talking all the way back to DD1. You know? They've been over-promising and under-delivering for almost a decade. Well, I mean, DD2 is an old game, you gotta remember. So, as there's more things to do, I love DD2. I'm gonna play DD2 all I can, but I'm not gonna sit here and just grind the same thing over and over and over again that I've been doing for the last 6 and 7 years. You know, I want to do new things. So as DD2 adds more things to do, I'll definitely play more DD2. I mean, it's one of my favorite games of all time, you know? But I'm not going to play it just to play it, you know? There's no doubt in my mind they'll bring Aquanos Quicksilver. That's like one of the biggest fan favorite maps of all. It'll be last, I bet. They'll make us wait. I've gotten a bunch of pet stuff mainly so far, Raven. I had like 3 days where I got pet stuff. I did get one of the mask packs. You can't hit me, Dragon! Watch, it's gonna land right on my head. Bam! But yeah, I've gotten pet stuff like 3 days. I got one of the mask packs one day. And I got one of the packs that have the miscellaneous buffs in it one day as well. Use whatever you want to use that applies a combo in GT. No Betsy for me. Boo. Let's do one more, y'all. I want to see, let me build this time. I want to see if that C7 setup will hold up in 4-player group. It won't hold through the curses. I'll have to move stuff for sure. So far, Raven, I've tried stunning with storm damage and the water elemental shard. And that's the only stunning set at combo I've tried yet. Oh, that's not it. That's a regular dragon egg. Don't tease me like that. Don't tease me. It's shiny looking. I've seen them, but I haven't gotten it yet. It's badass looking pet. It looks cool as hell. Let's see. Let's get Gobu out. It is shiny looking for sure. I didn't put the explodies close enough together. There we go. I do, but it's not what I would use today. Remember, y'all, this update just hit. It's not even a week old. I mean, I tell you right in my explosives traps video not to use proactive traps. But the problem is you find a 10 out of 10 and you want to test it out because at that stage no one had really tested it yet. You want to test it out and see if it works. But you got a 10 out of 10 super rare mod and then you don't want to throw it away, you know? That's the problem I've got with proactive traps right now. So, I mean, I know that I should just trash it. But who wants to trash a perfectly good 10 out of 10 mod, you know? What's going on there, Joe? And I didn't put this close enough again. That will do it. The 10 out of 10 downgrade servo? I got a 10 out of 10 downgrade servo. I'm not going to get rid of. Proactive traps in theory is really good, but the problem is there's several problems. First off, it takes almost the entire map to even get up to full charges. But plus, every time you upgrade it, the charges reset. So like you gotta get it upgraded right away, and then it's gonna take like the entire map to even get up to the point where it's at its maximum effectiveness. I mean, in theory, it would be awesome. And on the target dummy, it works great. You know? But once you bring reality into the mix, it ends up a little different. Sadly. Yeah, fire for effect stacks it faster. That's with fire for effect. When I'm saying it takes like almost the entire match, that's including fire for effect. That's assuming that you've got that on. It would be good for survival. Yeah, maybe one day we'll get survival. Or maybe one day they'll give us the onslaught that we all asked for instead of what we got now. That would be super cool. That is so wonky. I don't think anything's going to be able to walk under it, but... Alright, I feel like I spent a little more than I did last time. Seeing where's Pebbles? We get to watch the glorious Pebbles run again. Yeah, pathing issues. I've put that perch on there before and not had a problem. Or you mean it's not going to hit enemies? Let's see. We'll go with the Squirty. What, you think they'll run up on top of the stump there? I don't know. Let's give it a shot. See how it goes. See how it holds. I'm just curious if it's going to hold with the C7 stuff in a 4-player group anyway, without having to jump in. Ooh, that Zerk made it. There's one Zerk over here. Upgrades will be required for sure. Man, there's lots of Zerkers running through, huh? Well, I mean, that's the Chaos 7 gear. It looks like just one round of ups, though, will solve it. The oil geysers are there too. Oh no. No, not 4-player capable with Chaos 7 gear. The oil geysers I've got there just to provide the oil. Alright, Sacred Cow. Yeah, not enough power. Boo. Let's head back on out to town. So that one's not 4-player viable. Well, I mean, just changing the I think the setup would work if I had proper mods. But I'm not using proper mods or shards on anything. See what's for sale. Don't need none of them. Don't need none of that. Don't need none of them. Nope, nothing good. Yeah, there was a big update last week. Go to dungeondefenders.com and there's a link up top to all the stuff. Yeah, I think it would have worked for 4 players. But what would I have wanted to do? I would have wanted to have proper mods going. And then Fire for Effect in there too. Oh, I got tons and tons of mods. My wife's account is the holder of the mods there, girl. She's got a lot of mods. Lots and lots of stuff. Well, it got nerfed a little bit, Birdwatcher. It'll still work in the early floors, but you'll hit a cap a lot sooner. you'll definitely hit a cap a lot sooner. Anyway, y'all, I have got boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff to deal with here. Just moving. So I'm going to have to call it good for the day. Man, and people are just showing up too. What's up there, Murphy? Theo, welcome, welcome. Oh, you're on console. Yeah. Abuse the shit out of it on console until the update gets here. Anyway, y'all, that is going to get it for me for today. So thanks a ton. As I mentioned earlier, my stream schedule is going to really open up. I'm going to be streaming a lot of hours here in the future. But, you know, I'm right in the middle of moving. I got to get through this whole moving process. Daniel, thanks, man. Thanks for swinging by. Why the hell didn't you build, Daniel? We need the OP Daniel builds, for God's sakes. Rexo got the mean builds. But, yeah, anyway, y'all, that is going to get it for me for today. Lots and lots of work to do. I will be back live tomorrow, probably. Not 100% sure yet, as I do have so much stuff to do. But that is going to get it for me for right now. Not 100% positive, but I may be doing a little Twitch stream later. We'll have to see how that goes. I want to get my Diablo season started. You know, the new season of Diablo started on Friday. Is it Friday or was it the previous Friday? It was the previous Friday. I'm like a week and a half late on Diablo 3 Season 23 start too. So I want to get that going as well. But anyway, thanks a ton, y'all. Thank you all so much for hanging out. And have yourself a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next time. Take it easy.